Hey, welcome to another episode of Tales from the Crips. My name is Laramie Taylor. I'm your director. I was born with arthrogryposis and have severe OCD that is mostly in the intrusive thoughts, obsessive thoughts end of things. And enough about me, let's meet our players.
Hey, I am Brandon Gregory. My pronouns are he, him. I will be playing, well, first of all, I have bipolar disorder. I will be playing Charlie Cooley.
Hi, I'm Corbin Kevlahan. I have bipolar 1, I just found out, and OCD. And I will be, and my pronouns are he, they. And I will be playing Ash Lexington.
Hi, I'm Brooke Binkowski. I have sensory processing sensitivity, anxiety and depressive disorders, synesthesia, and former gifted kid syndrome, and whatever else that hasn't been found yet. Ask me about my ADHD test, I will tell you. I will be playing Helena Tadgett, and my pronouns are she, they.
All right, so this is the first episode of our Los Silencios campaign. We, for the audience, have been gaming together for a little while. We are a group of disabled and/or neurodivergent gamers. We are putting a focus on disability and neurodivergence in our games. And we did a little anthology run of a couple short stories to kind of get a feel for how we play and how we like to, make our characters and what kinds of stories we like to tell. Now that we have a feel for each other, we're going to be starting an ongoing campaign. We're using the slasher flick system with some house modifications. The slasher flick system is set up to deal with horror and thriller type stories. It is very much a run away and survive the monster rather than fight and gain experience and kill everything that you come across. It definitely is lethal to the player characters and encourages more intelligent solutions rather than just trying to beat up the monster. A lot of monsters cannot be killed. You have to find their weaknesses and ways to defeat them in other ways. So the system uses basically 4 statistics or traits, and they are brains, brawn, finesse, and spirit. And you have a rating that is either poor, normal, or good, and that determines what side dice you use. You roll 4 dice for everything. If you are normal, it's 4d8. If you are poor at something, it is 4d10. And if you are good at something, it is 4d6. You can sometimes get bonus dice or lose dice depending on different modifiers and things that are related to your character or the situation in general. There are positive and negative qualities that all of the characters have that will sometimes help or hinder them. That is a very down and dirty version of the game. You'll get to see it more in use as we go. The point of rolling is to basically roll pairs. You're not trying to meet a target number. You're not trying to roll a certain set number. You're trying to match numbers. So if you roll 2 4s out of your 4 dice, hey, that's great. That's a success right there. The point is to match them. And then the last part of the mechanic that is important to understand is genre points. Genre points are awarded when characters basically do things that are tropey or the kinds of things you would see in a horror movie or are just very spot on for the moment. It's kind of a director decides kind of a thing, and then genre points can be used to give you bonuses, to re-roll, to find clues, to stumble upon things that you need, or to make narrative tweaks to the story. That pretty much covers everything, so we're going to jump right in. This is set in 1998. It is in the spring of 1998, and our 3 main characters are college students in their freshman year of college. They have been friends since junior year of high school, although 2 of them went to one high school for the arts, and 1 of them went to the public high school. They met under the bleachers at a soccer game, got high, and have been hanging out ever since. About a year ago, their senior year of high school, they got entangled in a cult conspiracy that was threatening the entire town, and they managed to, through some hard work and lots of luck, take down the cult and save the town, although most people don't even know it ever happened. And it was their introduction into the world of the supernatural and the paranormal, and ever since they have become obsessed with it. They have created a little group, a little Scooby gang, if you will, that looks for the paranormal and the supernatural and investigates it and tries to, suss out what's going on. And it's become something that is a driving thing in their lives, although they have to keep their grades up, for school, things like that. Now that they're in college, some of them have part-time jobs. So there's life to be dealt with as well. We will begin our game with our one of our three main characters, Charlie, at his place of work. Charlie, who goes to the community college and is currently working as the night manager at Twilight Video, which is a locally owned non-chain video store. Take that, Blockbuster and Hollywood Video. And Charlie is, like I said, the evening manager. His sister's best friend has a job there. I believe she had you pull a string to get her hired so that she'd have a job. She's actually a good kid, works hard, kind of quiet. But when nobody's looking, is often singing musical numbers and has a dream of running off to Hollywood. Her name is Rita. Your sister, Cassie, has been parked in the parking lot waiting for you guys to close because she gives Rita a ride home. You, however, are going to be staying after hours, as you often do, because it is time for the gang to meet up. And since you have the keys to the video store and the back room is always open, you guys use it as something of a home base or headquarters for your little group of investigators. So the other two will be showing up here soon. Right now, you are totaling out the registers, getting everything ready to close. There's about 5 minutes left on the clock. Cassie has just recently come in and is talking with Rita while Rita restocks the shelves, putting back all the cases of things that got returned that need to be put back. And so, Charlie, we will open with you at the register. The store is empty other than Rita and Cassie. What is on your agenda for the evening?
My agenda, I think I had recently given Rita a little speech on how every movie that won the Oscar for Best Picture in the 80s is just absolute trash. And so I want to make sure she knows not to recommend those movies. So I'm like, hey Rita, you remember what we talked about?
Yeah, I remember. The 80s sucked.
No, not all the 80s sucked, just the Best Picture winners.
Okay.
So you've got like Bill and Ted's and stuff like that. That's,
yeah. And Heathers was good.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, okay, so just making sure we don't recommend those here.
The Best Picture, the big darling movies basically were terrible.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
I remember.
Well,
all right, I got most of the boxes back up on the shelves. The only things left in the return bin are things that you have to handle because they're really, really late, and I don't have access to that, so you'll have to unlock them. Is it okay if I go?
Yeah, sure. Hey, Cassie.
Yeah.
How's Dad?
Probably drunk.
That tracks. That's about right. So, okay. Well,
Why? Anything in particular, or just asking?
Honestly, I'm just being nice.
Oh, just being nice? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So, anyway, take care. Don't.
Yep.
I mean, you've already been kicked out of school. What am I?
Yeah.
Else?
All right, we're going to head home.
Okay, well.
So
Cool.
Cassie and Rita head out the door, backpack slung over their shoulders. They're already talking about some project they're working on. I know Cassie's not in school anymore, but she's helping Rita with something. She's not Cassie is actually a very smart kid. She just got kicked out because she kept fighting, and, that whole sells pot thing got her in trouble a couple times. So, yeah, she's not really going to school anymore. I don't remember. Do your parents know?
Yes.
Okay. And are they trying to get her into another school somewhere, or?
They probably want her to, but they're probably not doing anything about it.
That would require them moving
to do something
to get into a different district, because you guys are The city that you are set in is called Los Silencios, California. It's in the Inland Empire, south of LA. It is out in the rural farmland parts of the Southern Valley, the Inland Valley, and it is somewhat of a rolling canyon with lots of farmland, little artisanal farms that surround the city itself. The city is rather cosmopolitan for its size and isn't maybe 45 minutes to an hour from LA. So it's going to be, probably in the next 10, 20 years, one of the burbs that's actually part of LA. By that point, it will have grown out. But right now in 1998, it is its own separate little town. Population of about 40,000. The two high schools in town, the public school, which you went to, Charlie, and then, of course, Helena and Ash went to the arts school, which is actually a boarding school that people from all over the country come and live at, and Ash is one of those. And so, Ash, as you and Helena pull up, because I don't think Ash has a car.
No, I'm always getting rides from everybody.
So you got a ride with Helena. As you guys park and head up to the video store, Ash and Helena were the art students. Helena, you're a writer. Ash is an actor. You guys are going to the Cal State Los Silencios, the state school. So not quite slumming into the community college like Charlie, but you also had better grades and went to a better school, so there is that. All right, so as you guys come in, Charlie, you're at the counter, finishing up the last few late returns. Give us a quick description of Charlie.
Quick description of Charlie. Yeah, he's slightly above average height. He's got kind of a scrappy build, and so he's does a lot of stuff, but he's not really athletic. And so he's constantly just kind of slightly angry, and that's kind of a mixture of him just being Gen X in the 90s, and also he actually has borderline personality disorder, so he can get a little just a little irritated with people from time to time. So you can imagine working at an independent video store, he probably has some things that irk him from time to time. So yeah.
And then as you guys are coming in, Ash, you want to give us a quick description?
Yeah, so Ash is kind of short, bristly, dark hair. One of those short people that was meant to be tall, stands up very straight, kind of puffs his chest out a lot. Ash is trans, like me, and also, like me, has bipolar disorder. So Ash has been heavily medicated for most of his life and has just kind of sort of learned to live with it. He is an actor. He is very into plays and is constantly reciting monologues and pretending to be other people. And so he's just kind of engaged in an intense discussion with Helena over what the best play they should put on at Cal State is this year.
You're forgetting one of Ash's biggest selling points, which is that he does a mean impression of a werewolf.
Yes, he does a mean impression of a werewolf.
Very, very accurate.
It encourages other werewolves to approach him, which is sometimes good and sometimes bad.
Yeah. And Helena, let's get a quick description of Helena as you come in with Ash.
Okay, Helena is very waspy. She's got blonde hair and blue eyes, and she's extremely conventionally attractive, but she wants nothing to do with it because she lives with her extremely conventionally attractive parents, who are big-time 70s style swingers, with all that implies, including the nudism and the exceptional lack of boundaries. They always want to talk to her about her sex life. They also bring home occasionally, people she knows from school, which is mortifying. And so she's gotten into the habit of just wearing these very buttoned up, flannel shirts that are 2 sizes too large, big pants, but then everybody wears big pants. It's the 90s. And downplaying her appearance and just sort of, keeping herself as plain looking as possible. This causes her a lot of stress and issues because she gets a lot of unwanted attention sometimes, not just from the people, the TAs that her parents occasionally bring home, but just in general. She also has bipolar disorder, but the one issue that really runs her life is ADHD, which she sees as both a strength and a weakness. It's a weakness because, it doesn't always help her in her life, but it's also a strength because it helps her hyper-focus on her journalism because she can just sit and write something and pound out a 3,000-word article on something that interests her without stopping for any reason whatsoever. So she also has a very wide array of interests thanks to just her personality. And that's why she is telling Ash right now that Little Shop of Horrors is the only play that we need to be putting on. It is the only one that matters. Okay, Ash? Okay.
Helena, you know how I feel about musicals. I can't sing. I can't be in a musical. Okay, Chad would fucking love it if we put on Little Shop of Horrors, but I can't be in Little Shop of Horrors.
You don't have to sing. And plus, you don't have to be a good singer to sing in a musical. I know plenty of bad singers who have sung in musicals before. We can just work it into your character. You've seen Little Shop of Horrors. Suddenly Seymour? Come on. Do you think you can sing?
You know what? You're right. Seymour does not need to sing, and I would make a great Seymour.
You would make an excellent Seymour. But now we have to talk about the ending. Do you want to do the traditional ending, or do you want to do the Hollywood ending? Because the traditional ending is much funnier. The Hollywood ending is a crowd pleaser. Everybody lives.
I know. Listen, part of me wants to go Hollywood just because I feel like I have a face for the screen, and I feel like I could do a lot on screen. But my heart is always drawn to the stage, so I gotta go traditional.
I don't want to encourage you, Ash, but you really do have a face for the screen. You have a great face, and
stop.
You know what? I shouldn't have said that. I take it back. Never mind, Ash.
No,
Forget it.
No. Keep going.
You don't need to sing, but you could be, you could be Seymour, or you could be the dentist. Everybody loves the dentist.
Dentist is a good role.
Be a dentist.
You'll be a success. Sorry, this is my all-time favorite play as Helena and as Brooke.
Charlie, tell Helena that we should really do Chekhov instead of Little Shop of Horrors. Because Uncle Vanya, I would fucking kill it. That emotional shit, I'm so there.
Can you do Rocky Horror, maybe?
Rocky Horror is a great idea.
Yeah.
Oh.
You
Would they let you do that?
Rocky Horror.
This is the 90s. Would they let you do that?
No, but we could do it anyway.
We'll do it. Okay.
We could do an
the theater
underground
department would let you do it, yeah.
Horror.
An underground Rocky Horror. That's a brilliant idea. We could do it after midnight or something like that. A midnight showing of Rocky Horror.
Totally. First we gotta fix this whole fucking Chupacabra issue, but after...
Got the Chupacabra. Okay, yeah.
Oh, we're doing the Chupacabra again. Oh.
Okay, so...
thinking about it. Sorry.
It has been a day since you had your run-in with the Chupacabra. And what started as Ash and Helena thinking their professor was a werewolf, turned out your professor is a werewolf, but your professor is a good werewolf and has actually not been mutilating and draining all of the blood out of the livestock on various farms around the outskirts of town. He has been, on the nights that he transforms, going out there and trying to fight off whatever is actually doing it. You found this out because in stalking him one night on a full moon, which was last night, you followed him out to the farms thinking, okay, here we go, we've got him now, and instead lost sight of him and were almost attacked by a Chupacabra. The werewolf came and saved you, thanks to Ash doing a nice werewolf call. And the werewolf fought off the Chupacabra and kept it off of you guys while you were able to get away. And when said werewolf transformed back into human, came staggering out of the weeds and tall grass as your professor, Professor Kisnewski, who is your cultural anthropology professor for Charlie, or not for Charlie, but for Ash and Helena. And he said to meet him at the diner and he would tell you everything. And basically, yes, he is a werewolf. Yes, he's been trying to help run this creature off. He can't handle it on his own. It's not big enough to kill him, but he's not big enough to kill it either. So they've kind of been fighting to a stalemate, and he can only fight it on the full moon, which is only every so often. And the rest of the time, it's kind of running rampant. So he has agreed to let you guys in on what he knows and to help him try to find a way to get this thing out of here. In return, you are keeping his secret and not causing any problems for him given his state. But he seems to be a decent guy and is actually trying to make the best of his cursed situation. So that was the night before. It is now time to brainstorm and figure out exactly how you are going to deal with your Chupacabra problem.
That's even harder than putting on a musical.
Quick pitch. 2 birds, 1 stone. Use Rocky Horror to somehow defeat the Chupacabra. Is that crazy? I think it would work.
I think we probably need to figure out how to beat the Chupacabra just without Rocky Horror first before we commit to that plan. But okay, does anybody know anything about Chupacabras?
They eat livestock.
Okay, that's good.
Can I do a brains roll?
Yeah, do you have any specialty related to this, or?
Not really. Maybe I should help somebody else do a brains roll, because my brains is just normal.
I got good brains. 1 6.
Okay, can I help you and give you an extra die?
Sure. 5d6? I think I got it this time.
Helena, think.
I'm thinking, what would be a good way to deal with the Chupacabra? I'm rolling 5 4 1 2 3, no matches.
1, 2, 3, 4. You rolled a straight. Okay.
Oh, I guess I did. Oh. I would have been real lucky under another circumstance.
You are blank. You don't have any ideas off the top of your head. So far, the only reason you know it's a Chupacabra is because Charlie saw the movie Chupacabra once, and it looked kind of like the thing in there.
It did. It was an uncanny likeness, but so I think we're gonna have to do some research on. I mean, I don't think they have any books in the library. I think we're gonna have to do this like internet research thing.
Well, but the internet, that's just a phase. We're never gonna find anything good on there.
I know, but all the conspiracy theories are on there. So
what about Art Bell? We could listen to Art Bell, see if there's any anything on his show tonight. But didn't we talk about going to the Iglesia del Fuego? Is that what it was called? The fire church?
Yeah, it's
right.
that Hispanic fundamentalist church, I think.
Oh yeah, and Charlie has an inn there, right?
Oh yeah, that's right, Charlie.
You know, I've
an in and out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
I'm not one to kiss and tell, but okay, we did more than a kiss. I took her virginity right before church camp, and it
in the church.
It not on like the altar. It was the basement. But anyway, I know how to get in there. Is what I'm saying. I could sneak in there.
Boy, does he know how to get in there.
The church.
Really
I could get into the church. I know how to get into the church.
Wait a second. If she's there and she sees you,
yeah. How did you leave things?
Yeah.
You haven't really spoken much since then. She kind of ghosted you.
She did. Yeah. She had an experience at church camp and didn't speak to me again afterwards. So
you could start with her, or you could start by trying to get into the church.
Well, my vote's for not talking to her and breaking into the church. So.
I vote for talking to her. That's just my vote.
Shit. Okay.
Maybe we could talk to her about you.
Please don't.
Yeah. I mean, wouldn't you want to rekindle an old romance, dance with an old flame? Yeah, exactly.
I don't know if she feels that way, and okay, no, I don't want to rekindle an old romance because I think she was kind of traumatized by that. So.
Oh no.
It's
okay.
Oh well. Okay. Well.
No. Okay. Sorry. I'm sorry. She was really into it until after church camp. I'll put it that way. So.
Okay. Yeah. All right. That kind of.
Your dick turned her into a nun.
Possible that church camp made her feel guilty for what she did, and to keep away from temptation, she just ghosted you.
Yeah. So
that's all. You haven't talked to her. It could be anything.
Well, I don't know. It's
Charlie, you're too sexy.
Not all of my relationships end well, so I assume the worst. I'm sorry.
Sorry, I'm not sexy. We say schmexy in 1998. You're too schmexy.
Thanks, Helena.
Mr. Fell said that wasn't about you. Like, she had other shit going on. I'm sure it was nothing to do with you. She's probably just weird. So you guys
Okay.
sex with a weird girl,
Well,
but that's fine.
regardless, we're not worried about her. We're worried about a chupacabra right now. So maybe we could just break into the church and avoid any unnecessary entanglements.
And we just
Okay.
start asking pastors and whatnot about chupacabras.
I don't even know. It's
Actually, you know what? When I said that out loud, I realized that was a very good idea. I can interview people.
Okay.
How about two-pronged attack, break in at night, come back in the day and interview people?
Sure. But,
Okay, so we break in tonight.
It is just after 10. The store closes at 10, so it's just after 10 on a weeknight, which means that the church is probably empty and closed for the night.
I mean, is there any reason for us to break in other than it would be kind of fun?
I mean, I don't think it would be kind of fun. They might have
Yeah.
books. I don't know.
Well-
What do churches have?
Well, unfortunately, this church has Sarah's dad. He works there. So.
Oh, well, okay,
So
yeah, let's break in first. Very quietly.
Anyway, I don't even know what we would look for, but I know I would not be looking for Sarah's dad or Sarah. So my vote is we break in tonight and just see what we find. And if we don't find what we're looking for, maybe you two can go without me tomorrow, or I could come, but
You can come and like wait in the car, and then we'll like gesture to you if things go well. Like,
No, okay.
what's the idea?
I'll come in. I'm an adult. I can walk into a church. I can say hi. So
Director, question: do any of you speak Spanish or read Spanish? Okay.
do not.
Wait,
You-
did you say Korean Spanish?
No, speak or read.
Oh, yes.
Okay. So you can read Spanish. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, so should we break in tonight, come back tomorrow?
Yeah.
Sure. Let's do that.
Helena has been taking Spanish for several years because she says that if I'm going to be a journalist in California, given its history of colonization and recolonization, she gets very boring about this. People don't want to hear it. And she talks about learning Portuguese as well, but hasn't yet.
Ash is terrible at languages and knows how to count to 10, and that is it, just like me.
Okay. So you're gonna go to the church tonight?
Yeah.
Yes.
Is the idea I'm getting here? Okay. All right. Let me see here. Who should I have roll this? Charlie, give me a brains roll +1.
Okay. So the 5d10?
Yeah.
Okay. Pair of fives.
Okay. Okay, so the church is just down the street. It's actually walking distance from here. And it may be best to walk there so that your cars aren't in their parking lot. If you
Good
have to
call.
like flee,
Yeah.
then you wouldn't be like on any cameras or anything parking in their parking lot in the middle of the night or late at night. So
Sounds good.
given your background and your proclivities, I figured that is something you would think about.
Yep. Let's do that.
Alrighty, so you guys can make the quick walk down to the church. And once you get up to the church, the parking light, there's a couple lights in the parking lot, but very few. And then there's a few lights like at the front door to light the walkway up to the front door. But mostly the property is dark. And there are no cars in the parking lot, so nobody is here right now.
Okay. Well, okay. I know this. The basement door does not have a deadbolt, so it could be opened with a credit card.
Okay, so you guys want to make your way around to the back?
Yeah.
You go in the, okay. Let me get a finesse roll from all of you. Any bonuses for stealth that you have? Breaking and entering is fine, Charlie.
Breaking, entering. Okay.
Can I add acrobatics?
Acrobatic can work here.
Quick reflexes?
And yeah, yeah, that's fine. Quick reflexes are fine.
Okay. 3 threes.
No
Ooh.
matches. 3 threes. Nice.
5d8.
You said no matches, Ash?
Yeah, no matches.
2 twos.
Okay. Charlie, having broken in here before, knows exactly where to walk and how to do it. Helena's doing a good job of following along. Ash is just kind of, singing Rocky Horror Picture Show tunes in his head while he's stumbling along behind you, completely, open to the world. But luckily, there weren't any security cameras last you knew here. There aren't any now that you can see, so it's probably okay that Ash is not exactly being stealthy. So you make your way back around to the backside of the building and the steps that go down to the basement door. There's a very faint security light there, just so you can see a little bit. It is just to illuminate the door and the door handle and be able to see where you're putting your key, basically. It's more safety than anything. So you have found the basement door. If it's the way it used to be, you should be able to go ahead and pop it open if you want to roll another finesse, breaking and entering bonus.
Okay. 2 threes, 2 ones.
You slide that Twilight Video membership card in there. It's like a credit card. And you slide that in there, and because let's be honest, Charlie wouldn't have a credit card. So you slide that in there, and pop, the door just clicks and slides right open. They have not fixed that.
Okay. So it's the offices are actually between here and the sanctuary. I don't even know what you call it in this church.
The chapel.
But chapel.
Yeah.
So it's the offices are between those two. So I think we need to walk through this little like a fellowship hall, gym. I don't even know what they call it here, but
The basement is like largely storage and
right
where they keep all their stuff for their clothing drives and food drives and all the things that they have to give out for charity. And
okay, so we'll sneak through here. We'll go to the offices. I think if we find anything, it's going to be in the offices. I think
up on the first floor. Yep.
Yeah.
On the ground floor. Okay.
Sounds good.
So you head through, making your way through all the clutter of all the donated goods and everything. There are different encouraging signs on the walls in Spanish that have different Bible verses and, encouraging sayings and uplifting things, for the people that help out there. You make your way up the steps to the ground floor, and there is a row of doors on each side, office doors, things like that. And then down at the end is the actual chapel. And then past that is the entrance foyer where the main door opens in from. So you are in the back of the building on the ground floor now. Which of the offices do you want to try? There are 3 doors on each side.
Charlie.
Let's try the head pastor, I guess.
Okay. So you go down to Pastor Rojas, his office. His is the closest to the actual chapel on the right. Across from that is the secretary's office, and then the 4 rooms before that didn't really stop and look. So you went straight to the pastor's office on the end on the right. It is currently locked, but it is not a very solid door or doorknob. You can probably force it.
Okay, yeah, I'm going to try to either pick the lock or force it or something like that.
Okay, go ahead and give me another finesse, breaking and entering.
3 ones.
Nice. You pop that thing open pretty quick. It is not... It's a lock in name only. It's just there to keep people from opening it without asking. So you open the door, turn on the light, and you remember this room. You passed it last time you were here, and the door was open. He had not closed it that night, but it has since been locked. You unlocked it, you go in, there's his desk, there's a lot of bookshelves. There's a lot of books. Everything seems to be mostly Spanish language. There's a couple of chairs in front of the desk for parishioners to sit, for him to do counseling, couples therapy, things like that. It's not the most elaborate or extravagant of offices. It's more cluttered and utilitarian than it is nicely decorated. To their credit, this church is not the raising millions of dollars off the backs of their parishioners to buy fancy things for the pastor. They are a fairly fundy level church, but they are also very much active and kind of live their ethos. They walk the walk.
Gotcha.
So where would you like to start in here?
Okay, so guys, let me just make sure this is tracking with you. I don't know that we're gonna have any luck looking at books, but this thing just popped up recently. I'm wondering if his notebook or any recent notes are gonna have the most insights. Like if anybody talked about it, or any internal staff notes or anything went around. I think his notebook or day planner or whatever is going to have the most information.
Okay, so Charlie, you're going to be looking through the desk, looking for like a planner or any kind of a notebook or journal that he might keep entries in.
Yeah.
Okay. Ash, what would you like to look for?
I'm going to look for some spare priest robes because that just seems cool to have.
There's only one set in here, and it's his set that he wears when he's actually ministering. The other rooms might have a wardrobe that would have more things like that. You didn't see any in the basement, so you probably would have to check one of the other office rooms that you passed by coming here.
Charlie, can I borrow your Twilight membership card?
Wait, I thought you had a membership card. Are you no longer a member?
Well, I didn't want to tell you this, but I canceled it.
What?
I'm sorry. Okay,
okay. You can borrow mine, but yeah, give it back. Okay.
Okay, thanks. I'll get another one. It's just
okay.
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 I'll go try to find something.
Okay, and Helena, what are you going to be looking for? Being the one that can read Spanish, probably you're the one perusing the books?
Well, yeah, and as soon as I saw the books and Charlie started to talk and said, you guys, I don't know if the books, I just started walking toward the books, completely ignoring everybody else. And now I'm just kind of looking at the bookshelf like that.
Yep. Okay, let's see here. Charlie, give me brains, no bonus. Ash, give me finesse, no bonus.
Okay.
Helena, give me brains with +1.
I got no matches.
Got no matches.
I got 2 3s.
Okay, so Charlie, you're not really finding anything that, he's got a planner. It's written in Spanish, but it just seems to be basic stuff from what you can tell. It's just appointments, family names, maybe he's having, it's his counseling schedule.
So it doesn't have any Spanish words like Chupacabra?
No Chupacabra. That would be a word that would jump out at you.
Okay.
And there's not really anything like memos or things like that. They don't seem to have computers, so there's no inner office email to be looking through or anything. Ash, you cannot do whatever magic it is that Charlie does on doors. You are not getting this door open.
Fuck. Charlie!
Hey, don't break my card.
Well, I'm about to, unless you come help me,
okay,
please.
okay, I'm coming. Don't break my card.
Okay, so while you're helping Ash go jimmy the door next door, Helena, you're scanning the books, and you do find something interesting. What did you roll?
2 3s.
2 3s, okay, so 1 pair. You find a book that is Central American folklore, and it is basically worded as survivors' tales.
Ooh.
So that might be a book to take with you.
I slip it out and sort of leaf through it to see if there's any.
It lists a table of contents, and there are things in there. There's things mentioned like La Llorona. There are some other South and Central American, Latin American folklore and mythology in there, and one of them is the Chupacabra.
I start like reading it very, very slowly because.
Okay, so you're gonna read through that. Okay. Charlie, you get over there where Ash is very badly bending the shit out of your card, trying to open the door.
Okay.
And you're gonna do it for him?
Yeah, I'm gonna open the door.
Go ahead and roll it.
You make it look so easy, and I was trying to copy your physicality and your shoulder positions and.
Okay. Well, thank you. That's very flattering, but I'll handle this. So I got a pair of twos.
Okay, so you pop the door open, and it is like a storage wardrobe kind of a thing. There's some like
Ash, what
choir and altar boy robes, choir boy things, things like that, or choir member things. There's a few spare priest robes, etc. There's some supplies where they store the supplies, for things that they use out during the sermons. So you've got a small cluttered room full of all kinds of things.
Okay, so hear me out.
Mm-hmm.
I just thought it would be fun to have some priest robes. So like if we're ever in a situation where I maybe need to be a priest, I can do that.
Okay, that's a fair point, but if we're going to have one pair of priest robes and one of us is going to wear it, we should probably give it to the one person who speaks Spanish.
That's a fair point.
Okay. But I don't want to deny you your priest robes. If that's really what you want, go ahead and take
if you're going to use them here, that would make sense, but they don't. Priest robes are priest robes. They aren't like Spanish priest robes. You don't have to like speak Spanish to wear them. There's nothing Spanish on them. So, I mean, in theory, Ash could wear them and just be generic priest. If anybody from this church saw them, they might recognize them as being similar to theirs, but it doesn't have Iglesia de Fuego emblazoned on it anywhere. So it could actually be the beginning of Ash's,
undercover
disguise costume.
Undercover priest.
Yeah, disguise stash. If he wants to set up a disguise wardrobe. For going undercover.
What if I have to elicit a confession from someone,
It's also not Catholic, but if you're not Catholic, you might not know that.
Okay, let's do this. You get the priest robe. Are there any other doors we need open? Because I'm not great at all this other stuff.
Helena, it occurs to Helena there might be like a master key set somewhere in the lead pastor's office.
Yeah, I've got it right here. It's my Twilight video card.
All right.
I'm gonna snatch some priest robes.
Okay. You take one set. You take one set of priest robes.
I'll leave behind some money because I don't want to go to hell. But
I was gonna say.
And you guys, you can start making a section for your headquarters, for your little base of operations, and costumes that Ash is now starting to put together to have disguises to go undercover. So you can add priest robes to your list of disguises that you have access to.
Amazing.
All right.
Helena, what play has like a priest in it? Like maybe like a sexy priest. Like what play is that?
Ooh, a sexy priest. I don't know.
I know some references maybe from the future, but
I know. I think you Fleabag, but that's not for another 25 years.
Yeah. Hot priest. Yep.
Hot priest, man, that's such a trope. Well, there's this great movie that just won a bunch of major awards called Sister Act. Wait, was that 98?
Let me look it up.
Baz Luhrmann's Romeo and Juliet has come out by this point, I believe.
I freaking love that movie. Helena loves that movie, and I love that movie.
Oh, well,
It's
is
so
there a
good.
Chupacabra in it?
No, but
No.
Pete Postlethwaite plays a decently awesome priest.
Okay, well,
Oh, I'm totally the priest from Romeo and Juliet right now.
Okay.
Oh my god. Two houses, both alike in dignity, in fair Verona, where we lay our scene.
okay, that's
Oh my God.
great. We need to focus on the Chupacabra because we are breaking and entering in a church.
You just stole some robes. Oh wait, I'm not in the scene. I'm sorry. I'm reading.
Oh, okay. Let's see what Helena's found.
So you close the door, head back over to the pastor's office. Helena is seated in one of the chairs in front of the desk and is deep in reading a book that you have no idea what it is or what it's about or what it says because neither of you read Spanish.
Helena, did you find anything?
God, you scared the shit out of me. Ash,
Okay.
Ash, what are you wearing?
Oh yeah, I put it on. I just wanted to see how the fit was because sometimes you need to get these things tailored. I'm the priest from Romeo and Juliet, obviously.
It is a little long on you.
I'll
I
have to
can't
go
see.
see.
You're
I'll have to go see
dragging.
my guy about the sleeves because they do come down to my knuckles. So
And the hem drags a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm saying you're short,
Weirdly.
basically.
the collar is weirdly tight. The rest of it is very long, but the collar is so tight.
Well, okay. You look great. I've just been reading this book. It's like a primary source book of survivors of various encounters with paranormal creatures and monsters. And there's a whole chapter on chupacabras.
Nice.
Okay. I hate to suggest this. Can we just take that book and maybe
Yeah.
return it later?
It's a
I'll put
good
$5.
20, 30 pages of story there. You're not going to
Well,
be able to
just
read
take-
it here
Yeah.
and remember everything. So it's probably good to just take it.
Okay.
I'm gonna leave like $5 in the priest's desk just for my own conscience's sake.
He's got the donation box on a shelf. You can just slide it in there, and it'd be $5 he maybe didn't notice was in there before.
That's a great idea. I slide it in. All right. No
Okay.
lightning's gonna strike us, but of course I'll get this book back to him once I've copied down the Chupacabra chapter, probably, unless I lose it because I lose a lot of books.
I am slightly concerned for our souls because we did meet some sketchy guy yesterday who claimed to be
Yeah.
the devil, and now we're breaking and entering.
He
his church.
never claimed to be the devil. In fact,
Well,
he said
we just
he was
decided
not.
he was the devil.
Helena claimed he was the devil, but I think we also claimed he was the Chupacabra. So it's
That's true.
we can't make any assumptions there.
I liked
But if
him.
someone
I thought
is a
it was cool.
chupacabra, they have to tell us, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, if you ask them
doesn't work with
directly, they
cops,
have to
but
tell you.
yeah.
Like feds.
Okay.
And like how vampires can't come into your house until you invite them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, maybe that's in the book. I don't know, but if we don't need anything else, we should get out of here.
You guys want to
Yeah,
take off?
let's take off.
Okay, so you close everything back up, make sure everything's locked the way it's supposed to be. Head
Helen's
back
like-
downstairs, cut through the basement. You go up the steps from the basement to the ground level outside, and as you open the door and come out, at the top of the steps outside is someone waiting for you.
Shit.
Okay, guys, I got this. I got this.
Okay.
I'm dressed
Wait,
as a priest.
You're totally the
She is about 4'8" in her wheelchair and has contracted arms and legs. Her legs most severely, her arms less so. Uses a power wheelchair. She has shoulder length, dark hair with green, like teal green stripes down it, especially the front, the bangs. Septum piercing, several other facial piercings. Wears like a fishnet shirt over like a black bra and a leather sleeveless jacket with spikes on it. very punk goth, torn up denim shorts with fishnets underneath that. Her feet, like her hands, are somewhat contracted and smaller than normal, so she's not wearing any shoes. Just the fishnets cover her feet, and she is just sitting there kind of looking down at you guys as you come out.
Is she somebody we know?
Yes, this is Lenore Ryder.
Okay.
Goes by Lenny. She is an old friend of yours. You've known her for years.
Oh,
She's not a
my
part of the
child.
gang, but she's a friend of the gang.
good.
What are you doing here, Lenny?
Hey, Lenny, it's not what you think.
I don't know. Maybe I should be asking you guys that. You're the ones that are coming out of the church.
You know, maybe it is exactly what you
We were
think.
just here with this priest.
Yeah, Ash the
My
priest.
child.
Oh my God, Ash.
Would you like a blessing?
Lo
I'm
siento,
Ash.
Padre, I have sinned.
I'm just waiting for you to burst into flames any second, to be honest.
We weren't here to loot
Okay.
it. We were here looking for information.
No, we
Lenny.
paid for everything we took.
Happened to loot it.
Yeah, we did. It was just an accidental looting. And I
Okay.
take the book and sort of tuck it in my back, the waistband of my pants.
Okay, Lenny, I'm willing to tell you everything. We just need to get out of here for right now. Can you
Yeah.
come with us, maybe?
Yeah, just make sure
Okay.
Ash actually does a better job of sticking to the shadows than when you guys were coming up here.
Wait,
Oh, is
Lenny,
that how
I mean, I
You
saw
thought?
you from down the street, and like, what the hell is Ash doing going to the church this time of night? I don't even think they speak Spanish. So I had to come check it out, and of course, here we are.
that's what you're doing here. I was going to ask maybe because I was kind of hoping that you were here to loot the church too. You know, what I mean, because
I
that
couldn't
would make
get down the steps.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this
that's
is
fair.
very inaccessible.
That's right. ADA shit
Yeah.
didn't show up until.
No, the ADA is in effect now. It was in the 80s.
Yeah.
But
wasn't easy.
A lot of
Bullshit.
buildings aren't up to code or have, exceptions, things like that. Depends on
Okay,
when the
before
building
we go,
was made.
Lenny, do you want anything from inside the church? Because we can go back and loot that.
What? No, Ash. We took it
Are
out.
you offering to steal shit from the church for me?
We're not stealing. We're paying for all of it. I put $5 in the collection box for the book that I borrowed, which I'm going to return. But there's lots of
It's
books in
just-
there.
Think of it as a
Okay.
bribe.
Yeah,
Okay.
think of it as a bribe.
Okay. Whoa. I'm going back to Twilight Video. If you guys are not there in 5 minutes, I am locking the door.
All right. Lenny,
All right,
Yeah.
since we're going, I'll pass, but you really tempted me to have you steal one of the crosses off the walls.
you're
I
not
can
going
be
to steal a
so
cross off of-
quick.
Okay.
Go ahead, do it. I got
Yes.
5 more bucks.
You can't open the door. And Charlie's already heading over to the video store, so.
You know what? We can get it for you next time.
Lenny's like, it's fine,
Yeah.
don't worry about it. And she starts driving after Charlie.
We're coming back tomorrow, so you know.
wait up.
So she's already driving off after Charlie. You guys following along? Okay.
Yeah, I'm sort of stammering because I don't steal things, but I'm sort of like, look, it's not what you think. It really isn't what you think. It's a chupacabra thing. You know,
I'm
Lenny
like
knows.
holding up the front of my priest robes like a 18th century gown.
so you don't step on them and trip and fall? Okay.
I'm waving my book. I'm like,
You
no,
guys
look.
make the trek back to the video store and get inside. Lenny follows you guys in. You lock the door behind them. Okay, everybody's now in the video store, so you are free to talk about whatever you want. It's all clear now.
Ash, why are you staring? Ash is just like looking very pious.
I'm just getting into character, Helena. Would you like a blessing? Would you?
I would love it.
Anybody? You want a blessing?
I'd love a blessing.
I don't. I need to do a little bit more research on the gestures, but I assume it's something like this. I'm not sure.
I feel very blessed now, so thank you. Also, Helena, of course, being raised by some sort of, academic, sort of libertarian-minded 90s swinger types, of course, was raised fully atheist. So she's like, yeah, that looks absolutely.
Yeah. You just sort of point directly at the person while you touch your head, right? That's what happens?
Yeah.
Lenny drives past them and heads over to Charlie. So what are we doing?
Lenny's like,
Okay,
for fuck's sake.
Lenny, do you know anything about chupacabras?
goat suckers, right?
Maybe, I don't know the literal translation, but that is basically what they do.
I saw a movie once.
Yeah,
I think
Chupacabra?
Yeah,
Yeah, underrated classic.
it was all right.
Yeah, okay, fair. But, so you don't know anything aside from what's in the movie about
No.
Chupacabras? Okay. Because,
We
you know,
think
we're...
there's. Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead.
We think there's a chupacabra out there messing with wildlife. So this is all in aid of a grander mission that's much more like, you know, morally good. So, you know, it all balances out is what I'm saying.
It's
Okay.
we're not really just breaking into churches just fun to steal things. It's really important to me that you know that, lady.
So you broke into the Spanish language church
Actually, it
because
was a
you
little-
think there's a goat sucker in town.
Chupacabra, yes.
Chupacabra.
Yeah. And
Okay.
it's- Yeah, we,
I've asked you guys not to smoke
Uh-huh.
out before I get here. I mean, save it for me, you know, but whatever.
we're all kind of a little bit stoned. Did I learn anything in my reading already? Or
Not so much. You got into the beginning of a indigenous person's story about their farm and how they started having issues with their livestock. It didn't get very far before you guys left.
all right, I can't dazzle Lenny with my awesome chupacabra facts then yet.
Yet. Give it time.
And I got this cool disguise. So we got a book and a disguise. So, you know.
Disguise. Okay. Mhm.
We paid
So
for it.
why do we think there's a chupacabra?
we
Well,
saw
something's
it.
killing. Yeah, and something's
You
killing
saw it.
lives.
We saw it, yeah.
Have you upgraded to mushrooms and you didn't tell me? I mean,
We would tell you.
okay.
No, I've been drinking a shit ton a lot, but honestly, no, we saw the Chupacabra.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
We're
we're-
gonna have
Has been killing wild livestock. I mean, you've heard about it, right? We've all heard about the livestock slaughters.
Okay, now that you mention
They
it,
said it
yeah.
was Satanists.
I think I remember seeing something in the paper about some livestock and okay. All right, so you what? You went out looking for this thing because, you know, hey, why not?
Okay, we went looking for a werewolf, and we
Yeah.
found the Chupacabra.
I step
Okay.
on Charlie's foot.
Okay.
I promise not to
We,
talk
we,
about
we,
the werewolf.
we didn't find a werewolf, though.
Okay, so you went looking for what you thought was a werewolf. Turns out it was
It was the Chupacabra.
the
was the
chupacabra, like
chupacabra.
right out of the movie. That exact thing.
I
Yeah.
recognized it.
Lenny,
They
I mean,
did-
you remember all the cult shit we did last year, right? Like, this town's weird. Weird shit happens here.
No,
It's
I
not that
mean,
crazy.
I know that there was some weird shit going on with you guys, and I
This is the town.
saw a
It's
few
not
things I'd rather not think about anymore, but I mean, okay. All right, so what are we doing? What's the idea?
Well, we're
Reading
going
this
to read
book?
this book, which I'm assuming is in Spanish and is about chupacabras.
Wow, they happen to have a book about chupacabras.
Well, it's a book about folklore in general, but there's a chapter that I found on chupacabras. I was
Okay,
looking
that
for
tracks.
it.
That tracks.
We weren't. I realize this does sound a little bit like we just kind of concocted a story to break into a church because we thought it would be fun, and it was a little fun. But
You don't seem that high right now, and you're not the types to just break into a church because you feel like it. So, you know, you would have to be a lot higher than you are right now for me to think that you just did it because the fuck of it.
okay, I mean, check this out. Do you read? You don't read any Spanish, do you?
I took a year of it, but I don't remember much.
No. Okay. Well, there's a whole. If you want to take a look, there's a whole chapter in here, and I can translate it if you don't mind me doing so very slowly.
It's okay.
Okay.
Charlie, do you want to check out? Do we have like a way? I'm not super well versed on this stuff. Is there a way to do the internet here that we could also do some?
Did they?
internet?
Yeah, just don't pick up the phone.
Sorry.
Yeah, you guys do have internet access on your office
Yeah,
computer.
we've got a computer in the break room here.
Could we maybe do some internet like while Helena translates?
Yeah,
Is
actually,
that-
I found a Chupacabra site on GeoCities. So, yeah. And I'm building us a website. It's
Wow.
Los Silencios. I can show you. Check this out.
Yeah.
Oh
See
my
this little
God.
dog? There's a little dog running
There's
back
a
and forth.
cute-
That's an animated GIF.
It's
What?
it's playing a little song. That's
Yeah,
so
I
cool.
know. It's got a little like piano tune. So it's that's actually all I have so far. I don't have any information on the website. It's just the dog and the song. Yeah.
I love
That's
the dog.
all you need is the dog and the song. Like that
Okay.
represents us so perfectly.
But anyway, yeah, we can go somewhere else on GeoCities and find the Chupacabra site.
Okay.
So
Cool.
I guess I can help you make a brainstorm. I don't think I can help Helena too much because I don't speak Spanish, but
Helena's ignoring everybody. She's gone back to her book.
okay. Maybe I should help you, Ash.
oh, okay. Just tell me how to use the internet.
Right.
Do you have America
brain-
Online?
Lenny's watching very amusedly.
My brains is normal. Oh, okay. I got 2 7s on an internet check.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, you are able to like get online and use the internet. You've done it from school library a few times. What are you looking for?
Anything to do with chupacabras.
You find the site that Charlie's already found, and it's mostly just a like the mythology of the chupacabra kind of a thing, and it's just different supposed facts about them and about how it is a Latin American, specifically Central and South American thing. They're often it has a few different drawings that don't look much of anything like what you saw. It has it more lizard-like to where what you saw seemed more mammal, like dog, hog kind of, hybrid, kind of spiny and such. So it doesn't really look like it's that accurate. The pictures don't really look anything like it. Talks about how it drinks blood, how it's, relation to vampires, things like that, some people think it's the South American version of the vampire. Europe has their vampires. This is South America's vampire. Just, different things that's not really particularly useful. You don't know if any of it's true. There's things like, silver and things like that, which you don't have a reason to believe is actually going to work. Your werewolf friend, Professor Kuzniewski, didn't seem to think silver would do anything to it. So there's not a lot here that's really helpful. It's just kind of basic folklore, kind of stuff.
Okay.
Have I found anything in the book while they've been online?
Okay, so the book tells the story of a farmer who was having livestock drained of blood and left with cuts along the neck, and that they tried staking out at night to wait for it and see what it was that was attacking the livestock when they saw a creature that they described that actually fits pretty close to what you did see. So this does sound like an authentic, witness account because it matches what you've seen. They describe it as a bit smaller. The one you guys are dealing with might be on the big side for them. And that after several attempts at trying to scare it off with fire, with, shooting a gun at it, things like that, they would manage to chase it off for a night, but it would always come back. They eventually had to figure out what to do with it. And so they saw one of the older wise people of their village nearby, and they were told to have a cat on their farm, that apparently they're afraid of cats. Something to do with the jaguar and its mythological tie to the Chupacabra as an arch nemesis back in time. That cats reminded of the jaguar and scare it. And that kept it away. But another thing that the elder told them was that if you want to kill it, you have to poison its food source.
Oh.
Food source being the animals.
Being the
livestock.
animal, you basically need to feed it poisoned blood.
Oh.
Uh,
Well, if it's just going to stay away, why would we need to kill it?
There's
I
the
mean,
question.
do we just bring a cat everywhere every night to the livestock? Like, we can't do that. That's not sustainable.
But we could recommend all the farmers get cats for their, all the farms get cats. So we can say it's for their rodents. We could say it's rodent outreach, or we could just find like kittens and give them. Okay, never mind that. We could do like a story. I could write a story in the college paper about how important it is to have a cat on your farm for the rodent problem. We won't mention that the rodents are huge and sucking all the blood out of, goats and whatnot, but
No offense meant, Helena, says Lenny, but I don't think the farmers read the college paper.
well, they might. But I suppose you're right.
Okay. So,
Maybe we drop off the college paper at each of their farms.
We could print out flyers or zines. We could write a zine about it.
we could.
Yeah, a zine all about cats, and then deliver it with a kitten, and then they're encouraged to like cats, and they have a cat.
Maybe we hold off on delivering with a kitten just in
You
case.
guys are making this way more convoluted than it needs to be. Wow. Lenny's impressed.
Well, Lenny, do you have any ideas for us?
Do you know where it's going to be?
We might be able to figure that out.
Yeah, we have some ideas.
I mean, I love animals as much as the next person, but give something on a farm that you think it's going to be at, something that's not good for it, and poison the fucker.
Ellen is like, I don't want to kill him. I don't want to kill him.
I mean, it's killing animals already, isn't it? I mean,
Oh,
if
gosh,
one of
this
them
is like
gets
a trolley problem.
sacrificed
Oh my
for the
God.
cause. What?
Wait, last time we found it ate some of Helena's beef jerky. Why don't we just poison some meat? Like, we don't
Poison
even
the
need to
beef
poison
jerky.
a cow.
So we could just get like a pork roast or something.
Yeah.
Why don't we just drug it so that it falls asleep or something, and then take it to the zoo or to a research facility?
This thing almost killed us. I don't think we need to take it to the zoo.
I just don't like killing animals. Hippopotamuses will almost kill you. Well, hippopotamuses totally kill you, and
Uh-huh.
everybody thinks they're great.
Okay.
I mean, I don't think hippopotamuses are great. No offense, Helena.
Oh.
I think they're kind of like...
Hippos also don't suck the blood out of livestock.
Yeah, okay, yeah, but these are all irrelevant facts, in my opinion. I just don't want to. I don't like killing things. That's all. Helena goes back.
All I'm saying is hippos have been drawn as like ballerinas and tutus in classic cartoons. I don't think anybody's ever thought about that for a chupacabra.
I didn't see the movie, but was there any scene with the tutu?
No, there was not.
How
Helen.
did they get rid of the chupacabra in the movie anyway?
They blew it up with dynamite.
Yeah.
Oh. Helena goes and goes back to her book.
Which, I mean, I
She's
suppose
out.
if you have enough dynamite, you can blow anything up, but
Right.
I don't exactly have any dynamite.
Okay, where could we get poison?
That's a good question.
Oh, any hardware store.
Yeah. Rat poison.
Really?
Rat
Yeah.
poison. Yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
Huh.
Are you sure you don't want to just try the cat thing first? We could take the cat out to the farm it's supposed to show up at. We could take anybody got a cat? We could put it in the
Yeah.
carrier.
My Uncle Banner probably has a cat. He rescues a lot of animals. He probably has a cat wandering around.
Ask him
Would
if
he
you
let
can
us-
borrow the cat.
Yeah, but let's borrow.
Yeah, I mean, I can ask. We could swing by his house tomorrow. I mean, should we also should we do both, or do we want to just try the cat thing first?
Both would probably be good, just in case we run into trouble, cover all our bases.
So we have the cat for self-defense. We have the poison to
This poor
in
cat.
case we get our opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, second question, why do we need to go to the church tomorrow?
To talk to Sarah, your long
No.
lost
Oh
love.
my god. Okay.
Chupacabras.
Okay.
Wait, Sarah?
Oh.
Sarah Hernandez?
Wait,
Yeah, Sarah Hernandez. I know her.
Oh my god, you fucked Sarah Hernandez? When?
Yeah, right before church camp.
Helena's like making
What, last
faces.
year or something?
Yeah, it was last year, right before church camp, and then she didn't get back to me. So
Did you check the oil and ring the bell?
I don't know what that means, but no, I did
Probably not. All right.
Okay.
Charlie.
Oh.
Poor Sarah.
Oh gosh.
Poor
Wow.
Sarah. Okay.
Okay, this
So-
makes a lot more sense. I don't think it was the church camp that did it, Charlie.
Helena, you gotta get your parents to give Charlie the talk.
You know, yeah. Okay,
Helena's
you're right.
parents would give Charlie the video.
Oh God. Oh God. You know what? Let's not talk about the party. But you know, they won't shut up about it. If you ask them about their copy of The Joy of Sex, they'll give you a chapter by chapter, analysis of that book. So I recommend you talk to them about it. Just go ask them.
Do your parents have like a whole library of driver's ed films? Driver's ed films being what Lenny and many of the others call porn, because all the
Oh, yeah.
in the 80s and 90s, all the porn
No.
had like 70s bass lines, and driver's ed films have
Okay.
like 70s bass lines.
Sorry, I
So,
thought
yeah.
you were talking about cars.
Oh, no. We're not talking about cars.
Okay.
You needed to check the oil and ring the bell.
Okay.
And he did. But yes,
Well,
they do
I'll
have
ask
an
your parents.
extensive library. And they also have an extensive library of what they call erotica, which is like Anais Nin and like all the literary shit, which I've read all of because, they're books and they're there. And I was way too young. I was like 8 years old, way too young to be reading all this stuff, which has permanently scarred me. So, I mean, I could probably tell you anything you wanted to know about, checking the oil.
Hey, well, let's focus on the chupacabras because
Okay,
I
good.
don't think
Helen-
Sarah wants to see me.
You should still talk to my parents about this, though, because really, it's an important
Just
skill.
for-
Okay, if you
Yeah,
think
just
it'll
for
help, I'll
future
talk to your
partners.
parents. But I just want to make sure we're dealing with this chupacabra thing.
Just don't talk to them when I'm around, please.
Oh.
Please.
So
Fair enough.
you weren't going back to the church tomorrow to put back the stuff you took?
Well, if I've copied it all by then, I will. But no, I was going to take the book back later. I'm not sure what's going to happen to the beast robes. We already paid for them.
Yeah, I think they're fine to keep. I mean, it's my soul that's damned to hell, and that's probably already true. So it's good.
Okay. So the gang kind of has a plan now? Okay. We can go ahead and call it a night there if you want, and pick up with the next day. Okay, so the next day, Ash, you need to talk to your Uncle Banner about borrowing a cat. And Uncle Banner is one of the secondary characters that is played by Brandon.
Hey,
So go ahead and give your uncle a call.
Okay. I was thinking I'd go over to his place.
Okay, go visit. Okay.
Yeah. So I like bum a ride off of someone. Maybe I asked Helena to just give me a ride over there.
Yeah, no problem.
And just knock on the door. Uncle Banner. It's Ash.
oh Ash, is that you?
Yeah. Hi,
Oh, it's
Uncle
so
Lee.
good to see you. Come on in.
Oh, cool. Yeah. I can go on in.
Okay. So, have I showed you my new? I've got a new parakeet enclosure. Have you seen it?
No, I haven't.
It's over here. Come check this out. I've got 3 parakeets so far.
3. Okay. Yeah, that's a lot of bird shit.
So check this out. I built it myself.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm sorry. Why are you here? What brings you here? Not that I'm not, glad to see you.
Oh,
Why?
I can't just want to see my favorite uncle.
You do want to see the parakeets.
Yes.
Oh,
yes,
I'm so happy. Okay.
Okay.
Well, I built this myself. They've got this little thing they can go into, and I'm just very happy with this.
It's excellent craftsmanship, as always. You
Okay.
gotta realize.
Thank you.
So, do you have any cats wandering around this little animal sanctuary of yours?
Well, I mean, I keep them kind of sectioned off in case the birds get off, but I do have one cat. I have Socks the cat, and he's named after Bill Clinton's cat, Socks the cat. So, yeah.
Oh, nice. Just no reason. I was hoping to borrow the cat. I'm studying for a play with a major cat component, and I feel like if I just kind of observe Socks in one-on-one for a while, I can maybe...
Yeah, I mean, I would do anything to help with your acting career and your passion. And honestly, we want to get Socks out of here because I'm building a second parakeet enclosure. And then eventually I'm going to connect them. It's going to be really, really cool. But I actually need to get Socks out of here for a day or 2.
Okay, awesome. I'll totally take Socks for as long as you need. Those parakeets need their space to...
Oh, you would do that?
Parakeet. Absolutely.
Oh, Ash, you are a national treasure. Thank you, Ash.
Oh, thanks, Uncle Banner. So let me just, let's see Socks.
Okay.
I'm assuming Helen is still in the car reading about chupacabras, by the way.
Oh, chupacabras.
I go check out Socks and try to bond with this cat.
Socks is like the grumpiest cat. It's just like sitting there. It's like, what are you doing here? So.
Love Socks.
Hey, Socks. Hey, Socks. Just like...
Well, Socks is a little grumpy at first, but he'll warm up to you.
Okay, great. I just scoop Socks up.
Well, no. I've got a carrier.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, cool. Let me put Socks into the carrier.
When you get home, you could pick Socks up and stuff. Pick Socks up, but just
And how does Socks feel about large blood-sucking animals? Just random question.
What?
Never mind.
It's what I love about you, Ash, is your sense of humor. Is that?
Famous sense of humor. Always joking. Do you know how priests give blessings?
Yeah. Let me give you a quick primer.
Okay, great.
And so I give him a quick primer because I dated a priest for a while, but you can't mention his name. But yeah.
Oh, wow. Everyone's out here dating clergy adjacent people. Wow, this is great. Okay. Thank you, Uncle B. And I take Socks.
Okay, so you've got the kitty cat. Brandon, what is Socks? What kind of cat?
It's a tuxedo cat. So
tuxedo cat?
He's mostly black with a little white on his chest and little white paws. So.
Aww.
Okay. All right, so Ash comes out of his uncle's house with a cat carrier, inside which is a very put-out looking tuxedo cat.
I'm still trying to bond with the cat, just trying to get any sort of positive reaction from Socks, and it's not working.
Am I playing the cat too?
No, it's not. It's fine.
Just hear this.
So,
great. I don't see anything in the book about cats, but that's all right. Worth a try.
No. Meet my newest co-star, Socks.
you're going to have to kind of keep Socks on the down low in the dorm because, dorms don't generally allow pets, but
I can actually take him home. My parents have been after me to get as something to love for years. So, I mean, I'd be happy to. And he looks like he's good company. He's quiet.
Yeah, totally.
yeah, you'd have a hard time sneaking him in the carrier. You'd have to like basically take him out of the carrier and put him in your coat to get him in the dorm.
Yeah.
I can just keep him in my room. I can go get cat food.
Yeah, if you could just keep him in your parents' house. Wait, is Socks gonna be scarred by any like sexual parties or?
I'll keep him in my room, just not let him see anything. But
Cats do like to watch.
Yeah, they do. They'll stare. So, I don't know if he'll be scarred per se, but he'll definitely see a thing or two if he gets out of my room. But I'll keep him there, food, water. I can get a litter box and sort it all out so that he'll be safe. And as a bonus, my family and I will likely be safe from the Chupacabra.
Nice. Okay, sounds like a good plan.
Okay, so you're
This is true.
gonna take the cat over to your place? Okay, so you guys are driving over across town to take the cat to Helena's house. Charlie, what are your mornings like?
I'm a night owl, so I usually sleep in till like probably about 10 o'clock. Get some, make
All your
some
classes
coffee.
are afternoon classes, so you don't have to.
I'm scheduled all of them in the afternoon, so yeah.
Okay. Let's see here. You get woken up by a phone call.
Okay.
Answer?
Yeah.
It's Nari. Your best
Nari,
bud.
hey.
Hey, what's up?
Yeah. How are you doing?
I don't know. I'm okay.
Are you really okay? Do you need to get together?
I got in a fight with Claire.
Like a fist fight or like a verbal
No,
fight?
like we probably broke up fight.
Okay, let's grab some coffee
Okay.
sometime. If not now, then later.
Well, I mean, if you're available now, it's either that or, I talked to my therapist, Jim Beam, so.
Well, I mean, we could do that together too. But how about we start with coffee,
Okay.
and then you can just tell me what happened.
Meet at the diner?
Diner or the higher grounds.
Higher Grounds? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, let's do that.
Actual coffee. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I'll meet you at Higher Grounds.
Okay.
All right. So get up, get dressed, head over there.
Yep.
Higher Grounds is just off of campus, off of the Cal State campus. And it is a very popular hangout for a lot of the college kids. It has an indoor and outdoor section. It's an old house that has been mostly gutted and turned into a coffee house. And so all the floors are concrete, and it has all kinds of poetry painted on the floors. The floors were painted black, and then they used different fluorescent paints to hand write different poetry all over the floors everywhere. So there's just sprawling poetry everywhere on the floor. The furniture inside is nice and cozy and plush. And then outside there's lots of wrought iron and concrete, tables and things like that. So inside or outside, up to you. It's not terribly busy this early in the morning. A lot of people are at class. You have some people that are in between classes that are, drinking coffee and studying, but it's not the busiest at the moment.
Okay, let's go inside.
Okay. So you head in. Nari follows you in. Nari is on the shorter side. She is Korean American, and she has most of her head shaved, the top grown out, and it's just brushed over to one side, kind of a lazy mohawk that just kind of hangs over to one side. She tends to dress, lots of band T-shirts and baggy jeans, and chains from her belt that loop to her wallet and who knows whatever else. Kind of rock punk, combat boots. She follows you in and goes wherever you're going to have a seat, sits down. Waitress comes over, takes your order. She orders like a quad shot espresso.
Large coffee for me.
Okay.
Okay.
So I forget, you said you're sitting inside, outside?
Inside.
Inside, okay. You're over in a more secluded area. It's around a corner, and there's like a couple bookshelves, and there's 2 chairs and a little table between them. So it gives you like a perfect one-on-one little cozy corner to talk in. So after the waitress leaves, Nari just shakes her head, says, yeah, I was really drunk last night, and I said some stupid shit, and I shouldn't have. And this time it kind of got out of hand.
I get it. Because I know what that's like. But how was Claire, first of all?
Not answering my calls,
Okay.
which I wouldn't either. So, I mean, I'm going to give her a few days,
Give her a few days.
see if she reaches out to me first. And if I don't hear anything after a few days, then, I'll swing by at a time that I know she's not in class and bring her stuff.
Okay, so outside of the whole Claire situation, are you okay?
I'm hungover as fuck, but I'm okay.
Yeah. So I mean, I hope this doesn't come off as corny, but I do worry about you. Not because you get drunk, because most of the time you're drunk with me. It's just I want to make sure you're okay.
I'm okay.
Okay.
Like I said, I drank too much last night and said some shit I probably shouldn't have, and me and my mouth.
Yeah. So, shit, I don't really know what to say because most of the time I'm the one running my mouth and hurting people, but
Well,
I guess
it's all right. Where have you been lately?
do you remember that cult stuff a few years back? A year ago? Kinda.
I know there was some weird shit going on for a while there, and it was kind of hard to reach you.
It was, yeah. We, I'll just say we did a lot of research on that, and we're doing a lot of research now to.
More cult
there's
shit?
something else. No, well, sure, more cult shit.
All right.
But I'm okay, and it's look, I'm sorry if you needed to get a hold of me, but
It's okay.
it's just I'm shit. If you want to talk or something, I'm not.
I mean, to be
Good at
honest,
that, but,
my knee-jerk
yeah.
reaction is to blame you for not being around for me to, talk to, and I maybe wouldn't have done what I did, but that's my own fault because I'm just shitty, and blaming it on you isn't fair. It's me.
No,
And I know it's me.
you're not wrong, and so I'm sorry,
It's okay.
but if you want to get drunk again, let me know.
Yeah. Right now, I'm not sure I want to, but
Okay.
thanks for getting me out of the house and away from the temptation.
Yeah. Let's get together sometime this week.
Okay.
Okay.
What
Are
about
you still working at the pizza place this
Yeah.
week?
Oh, yeah. I mean, obviously.
Okay. Maybe I'll hit you up for a pizza or something. Yeah.
Okay. So you been seeing anybody?
No,
No?
it's just my relationships never go well, and it's I just don't want to be the one ending things on bad terms anymore. But it's
I know how
it's
that
gonna
goes.
happen. Yeah,
There's a reason we get drunk together all the time.
yeah. So I'm sorry about Claire, and I'm sorry that
It's okay. Maybe it'll
such a
blow
shitty
over.
friend. Okay.
I don't know. I mean, it's not the first time I've done something stupid like this, and she's gotten over it in the past, but I don't know. This time might have been bad, so. But thank you. I appreciate it.
Of course, yeah. I'm not good at these things, but
It's okay.
yeah,
Just thank you.
of course.
And she
yeah.
spends the next hour or two just hanging out, just shooting the shit, catching you up on what she's been up to, vice versa, etc., and lets you distract her from everything that's going on in her head. And so we'll take this moment to go ahead and take our break. We'll do a 15-minute break, and we will come back and meet Helena's parents. And welcome back from the break. And now we will spend a moment with Helena after Ash got Socks the cat settled in at your place, since the dorm isn't really a viable option, and then hurried off to class. You get a knock on your door after a few minutes upon Ash leaving. You're just kind of chilling with the cat, who is actually not too bad and starting to become a little more friendly, and is very curious about this strange new place they're in. But you get a knock on the door, which means one or both of your parents are there. And that usually means they want something. So, knock, knock, knock.
Come in.
Hi, Helena.
Hey, and I'm
Hey,
wearing
Mom.
I'm wearing a Speedo with Declaration of Independence on it, and then a bathrobe that's like completely undone.
And you were like super hairy.
A super hairy everywhere. Yeah.
I'm wearing like a very sheer kimono that just does not leave much to the imagination.
Oh, God.
Sorry, Helena. We just got out of the pool. You know.
Yeah, I see that. That's great.
Yeah,
Is
so
anybody else here?
No, not yet. But we're having a pool party tonight. Will you be
yeah.
joining us?
Yeah, I got this. No, I have this cat. He would be worried, and I just don't really. I'm not. I got stuff I need to do. I've got to study and take care of the cat, and I've got some reading to do, and I just can't. Sorry, I have an article to write. And
I look over at Antigone and like I give her a worried look. It's like we're very concerned about you, Helena.
Yeah, Helena,
Because-
you don't seem to have much of
You
a
just-
like.
Passion for life, and it's specifically it's passion for a man or a woman in your life that, I mean, you can meet them at our pool party later today, and it's just, we feel like you've got to be kind of pent up,
Dad.
it's
Helena.
Helena,
we're
this
both
is-
people,
put some
we're all
clothes on.
humans here.
Yeah, Helena, this is a conversation we have to have because this is about
We don't.
your body.
No,
and
we
how it
don't.
can interact
You just
with
have to
another
be comfortable with your body.
No, I'm comfortable. I'm comfortable. I'm not comfortable with your bodies. Look.
Oh.
This isn't normal. Dad, you're wearing a little Speedo G-string with the American flag on it. That's
Yeah, like you go to France, this is they'll go to the grocery store looking like this.
oh God, but we're not in France. Thank God.
No,
they wear
we're-
American
well-
flag Speedos in France.
Yeah, they do actually. If you ever go to a hotel and there's a guy wearing an American flag Speedo, totally French. 100%, he's French.
Look, I have a life. I have friends. I just don't bring them home because I'm just more.
Helena, we'd love to interact with your friend. Whenever your friend Charlie comes over, I always make a point to talk to him, and we kind of are
That's true.
interested in him, and it just
But-
feels like
Is he coming over tonight?
Maybe, I don't think so, but he is coming over the next few days because he actually does want to talk to you too about something.
Just- Well, I think it would be healthy if you expressed some trial affection when he came over, just to try things out, just to express yourself.
he's not my boyfriend. You know that, right? We're
Well,
not
he doesn't
sleeping.
have to be. I mean, this is the 90s.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to be your boyfriend.
He's just my friend. I'm not going to do. What do? You want me to put on a display for you? Is that? Oh my God. Okay, why are we even talking about
Friends
this?
connect with each other on a physical level, Helena. This is things friends do. You see all of our friends come over to these pool parties, and
I don't think those are
we
friends.
connect with each other.
Those are
And
TAs.
it's a beautiful expression of love, and we just
Hey,
want that love for
Hang on,
you.
and Antigone, is that a cat?
Oh,
I told you.
You told us what? You didn't tell us about a cat.
I said I have to take care of my cat, and I have to write an article.
Oh, I'm
and I have to
sorry, I
read-
didn't hear that. I was talking about my pool party.
This is the problem. You don't listen. Look.
Uh-huh.
I'm just more. Look, Mom, Dad, Mom. I love you both very much, but my boundaries are different from your boundaries. Okay, I just don't want other. I'm very private, and I that it extends to both of you. I will tell you if I'm serious about somebody, when I'm serious about somebody. But right now I'm focused on school and on this cat, this beautiful cat that I just inherited. I have to give it back at some point, I'm sure. His name is Socks, by the way. Socks is my new friend. So here you go. You met my friend. This is my new friend, Socks. I will show him affection. I try to like squeeze the cat tentatively.
The cat purrs.
Okay. Well,
This is my new friend.
that's kind of weird, Helena, but I'll accept that. That's
I
okay.
mean,
Well,
Socks is lovely, Helena. It's just you can't show the kind of affection to a cat that you can to another human being, and we do worry about you and how your development is going. It seems you're a little bit lagging
Repressed.
behind some of your
Yes.
peers. Yeah.
Please stop talking about this.
okay. Well, Antigone, I think we're good here. It's
Helena's about to start crying. She's bright red. She's just like holding this purring cat.
Yeah, we'll leave you to your cats, Helena.
we just want the best for you, Helena.
I know you do. Thank you, Dad. Thank you, Mom. But look, please put some clothes on when you come in.
Okay.
It's mortifying to me.
It's all bodies, Helena.
I know, but you're my parents. I came out of you, Mother.
Exactly. You
I don't
came out
need to
of
see
me.
where I came out of.
But it's a part of nature and life and okay, it means so much to you. Okay.
Helena's holding the cat again.
I'll put on a bra, I guess, if it means so much to you.
You don't need to do it all the time. You just need to do it when my friends are over, or maybe when you come into my room and like lean over me and your boob. Oh, just look. I'm fine. Everything's fine. I've got friends. I just don't bring them home a lot. And I will be very happy once I meet somebody who's very special to me. A person who's very special. One person. One. Not two people. Not five people. I'm sorry.
But that would be okay if it was 2 or 5. Just so you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, okay. Thank you.
Okay.
I
And
should
if you
never have-
want, we could host a pool party just for your friends, whether it's 1 or 2 or 5.
No. Thank you. No. But,
Okay.
well, okay, you know what? If you put food out and then you just leave, that would be cool. Or if you're fully clothed and talk about things like sports and weather, like the other parents in this neighborhood do.
I could do sports. Did you know in ancient Greece they wrestled in the nude?
Yes, Dad, you tell me this all the time.
Oh, okay.
It's like your favorite factoid. I wish you would stop telling me this. It's just, look, I'm trying to explain boundaries to my parents. My parents don't understand. They're just like, yeah, it's like talking to a bunch of puppies.
Okay, well, Helena, we'll leave you alone. Just enjoy your time with your cat and your platonic friends, Charlie and Ash.
You have nothing to worry about. There have been other people. There will be more people, and I will absolutely introduce you to them when that's someone special. I don't have time right now. Okay, I've got my career to worry about. I've got my education to worry about. I'm researching chupacabras.
Chupacabras?
Yeah, you know anything about chupacabras?
No, sorry, I study European literature.
I have heard that if you ask someone if they're chupacabra, they have to tell you.
Oh yeah, I've heard that too, like feds.
Yeah, it's specific to chupacabras. But no, chupacabras, honey. Not. You sure you don't want to study ancient Greece or maybe the 1920s Germany or maybe kind of the vaudeville era.
Okay, no,
or-
Antigone, if she's really into chupacabras, we should let her be really into chupacabras.
I just like look at the
Close.
cat and I'm like, can you believe this bullshit? His cat's cool. I'm gonna keep him.
All right, Helena. We'll leave you to your chupacabras.
Thanks, Mom. Thanks, Dad. Look, I'm thinking I never should have fucking come out to them. Never should have, because now they think they can talk to me about everything. I came out to my parents about 1.5 years ago, and I was really nervous about it. But I wanted to come out to somebody because at some point I thought I might bring like a woman home or a man home. I didn't know, and I was really worried that they would like reject me somehow. But instead, they become twice as interested in my
Now,
sex life.
everybody you bring over is a potential romantic partner. Yeah.
Oh, it's exhausting. But yes, so that's, So I got cats and chupacabras and my books and my articles, and anybody who's even slightly romantically interested in isn't ready. But you do need to talk to Charlie. You need to talk to him about the proper way to treat a woman. He won't listen to me.
Oh, well, we know all about that.
Oh, stop
Yes,
it, Dad.
absolutely.
Don't tell me. Just tell him when he gets here.
Okay.
Okay.
We
could do
we'll
that.
have the talk with your friend.
Okay, so they reluctantly leave after what seems like an eternity. And director wants to know what this is that Charlie needs to talk to Mom and Dad about, but this is news to me.
How to change the oil and ring the bell.
Oh, shit, yeah. Check the oil and ring the bell, yeah.
Check the oil, sorry.
Which I got from John Leguizamo, but yeah.
Dad,
Yeah.
you need to talk to Charlie about how to check the oil and ring the bell. Do you know
Yeah.
what that means?
Well, no, Helena, you know I studied classics.
There's no need for these euphemisms, honey. We can all say the words properly.
Yeah, but I don't want to say them. You'll fine. You need to tell Charlie how to pleasure a woman because he won't listen to me. And now somebody who he
yeah, we can tell
really
him
likes,
all about that.
Oh God,
I've got some
And
illustrated books.
that's what I asked him. That's what I was hoping you would
Oh,
say.
yeah.
Hoping
Invite
show
him
up.
over right now. I'll go get the books.
I think it's hilarious that you're basically sicking your parents full force on Charlie.
Well, I want to talk to Sarah. So he needs to make things right with her because, get this, he was so bad in bed that this nice church girl won't even talk to him anymore.
Well, that's
Wow.
terrible.
Yeah,
I mean,
so
yeah.
that's
He sounds like he's really gone astray. I think we could really put him back on the right path.
maybe he should come to a pool party.
He should.
He should.
Antigone,
Absolutely.
have you invited him?
I have invited him many times.
Okay, well, this time he'll say yes, I'm sure of it.
Well, I'm going to make him do this because I need to talk to this woman, Sarah, and he needs to he needs to get back in her good graces.
Okay, well, Helena, we're just always proud of the woman you are, and the man or woman you bring home one day, we'll be proud of them too.
What if I never meet anybody? What if I stay single my whole life and I'm okay with it? What will you do then?
You see them age 10 years in front of your eyes as their worst nightmare comes true. Yeah.
I kind of gently pat Antigone on the back and say, well, don't worry,
Yeah.
dear, we'll talk about this later.
I'm just kidding. I just wanted to see what you would say. And then I just look
Oh,
at
thank
you know.
God.
I mean, wouldn't be anything wrong with it, I don't think. But for now, I need to get back to socks and to my reading, Mom and Dad. I'm sorry, and thank you. And I'm sorry I'm a disappointment of a daughter.
You never
We're not
disappoint
disappointed
us.
in you, just in
Just
some of
like
the
you would
choices
never
you make.
disappoint a man or woman you bring here. I'm sorry, we'll leave this alone. Antigone, I think we need to go now. I think we're
Yes.
overstimulating our daughter.
Yeah.
You do need to put some clothes on, though, for God's sake, please.
Okay.
This whole time we've been having this conversation, I've been sitting on the bed, and my dad has been standing there.
I love all.
Yeah, it's just American flag right in my face. I'm just like, oh, God.
Very nice. Okay, so as they leave and let you get back to, having your post-PTSD moment with the cat, we're going to switch over. Charlie, I believe, were you the one that was going to get the rat poison?
Sure. Yeah. I'll get the rat poison.
Okay, so after spending an hour or two hanging out with Nari and helping them feel a bit better and kind of talk things out and unwind all their tension, they have to head off to get to work, but they thank you, and they end up covering the coffee.
Okay.
They get tips as a delivery driver, so they actually make more than you. So you don't have to work yet, but on your way to work is a hardware store. Mm-hmm. And you guys had talked about getting some rat poison to be plan B in case the cat alone isn't enough. So you stop in at the hardware store. There's a few people, various aisles coming and going. No employees around that you see, but it shouldn't be too hard to find. You head back to the lawn and garden, that section, the house, the garden section, and you find the area that you need to find. You're looking over the stuff, and as you're comparing different bags and what they do, you hear behind you, hunting some big game tonight, are we?
Oh shit, it's you. Yeah, I really got to ask. I know we asked this before, but are you actually the devil?
I guess that depends on what the devil is to you.
Oh shit! Could you just give me a straight answer? Are you? Okay, never mind. Do you know what kind of rat poison we need?
And Mr. Fell, who you've now turned around to face, is slightly tall, a bit looming. He's all in black. He's got the silver cufflinks and silver buttons on his button-up shirt, pork pie hat, weathered, older-looking guy. And the question you asked him, I'm sorry, was...
What kind of rat poison do we need?
Well, rat poison's rat poison. Guess it's more about the delivery. What are you going to be giving it to it in?
I don't know.
What's your plan
a pork roast, a rump roast, maybe?
Okay. Meat. All right.
I don't know much about roasts. What kind of roast should I use?
Well, they're more thomivores than they are carnivores, but if you're going with meat, get something bloody, something fresh.
Something bloody, okay.
And just give it a nice rub, a nice massage with whatever you decide to go with. Go with something more granular or powdered, so that it is more likely to marinate in there and to get into the fiber.
Not that I'm saying that this is like your specialty, or I'm not implying anything, but do you know where you could get like pig's blood, like a lot of pig's blood to go with this? Because you said that's what they eat, right?
They eat, they're thomivores. They
Does that mean
drain the blood from the animals that they hunt.
Because I know like Americans use it for like rituals and stuff, but for British people that's like breakfast food, right?
For a lot of people it is. You could
really.
There is a Filipino grocery store here in town. I bet they would have several different kinds of blood, probably out on the shelf.
Uh-huh.
They make all kinds of things with it.
Okay. Well, that you've been very helpful. So it's so I poison the blood, and then
you just kind of if you're just going straight to the blood, just mix it.
Okay. Well, I think that works. Okay.
Tips his hat. I'm glad to be of help. Speaking of help, maybe you can do me a favor.
Uh-huh.
If you happen to see... Well, it's a bit delicate.
Uh-huh.
If you happen to see your professor that you were dining with the other night.
Yeah. He's It's a great professor. Yeah.
Maybe you can pass along a message for me.
Uh-huh.
You guys are going to want to get this resolved by the next full moon.
Why? What's significant about a full moon?
Well, by the next full moon. I didn't...
Okay.
After that, things might get more complicated.
Okay, well, not that he's worried about full moons or anything like that, but I'll go ahead and pass that along.
Thanks.
Well,
Pats you on the shoulder and turns to walk off.
All right, let's buy this rat poison.
So you go and you check out. They do ID you just to make sure you're 18, because you are buying a poisonous product. So, and then
a lot of rat poison.
The Filipino grocery store is a few blocks away. It's not a huge town, but it is a little more out of the way. You head there next?
Sure.
Okay. You get there, they have all kinds of things that you never would have thought to even look for. But back in the meat department, they have, in addition to their normal meat counter like you would have at any grocery store, they have a section of coolers, shelves, cooled shelves with things like pig's blood, beef blood. They have pig uteruses. They have all kinds of organ meats and things that you didn't even know you could buy in a grocery store. But I mean, it makes sense. It's all inside stuff that's got to go somewhere. Some cultures use it. Some cultures don't. Kind of makes you think about all the stuff we waste. So, but yeah, so
right.
You're able to get several containers that are like quart plastic containers with lids, like round, round like butter bowl kind of things, where it's a round container with a lid. You get several of those with blood, and it's cheap. It's not that expensive. They look at you a little weird that you're buying it because you're not their usual customer, but they ring you up and mutter to each other in Tagalog while you're doing so about taking bets on what you're going to do with it. They're like, oh no, it's past Halloween. They're not doing something like that,
No, I'm not doing anything crazy with it. I'm going to drink it. I mean, I'm wanting to experience your culture, and I'm going to look up the best way to use this.
They kind of give you a look and give you your change and let you go on your way.
Okay.
So you got the things you need, and there's a fridge at work that you can store that in.
A gallon of pig's blood.
Yep, and there's a
bag of rat poison.
There's a fridge at work in the back room that you can put the pig's blood in to keep it fresh, so it doesn't go bad. So you get into work. Carl's there. He runs the day shift. He opens the store and runs it till about late afternoon, and then hands it over to you in the evenings.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Charlie, how you doing?
Hey, Carl, how's it going?
Kind of slow weekday, but we got lots of stuff coming out on Friday, so that'll be good.
Yeah. All right. Well,
what you got from the grocery there?
Oh, just some what is it, Hawaiian punch, I think the kids are calling it.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So I'll just go back to the break room here and
sure. Okay.
put this away. Yeah.
Yeah. You're not on the clock for another 15 minutes. You're good.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. All right. Go enjoy your drink.
Yep.
Goes back to scanning titles into the system.
Okay. So I'm gonna put this in like the back of the fridge.
Okay.
Where no one could see it.
Okay.
I'm gonna hide the rat poison somewhere.
Just leave that in the car.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
No reason to even bring that in. Yeah.
Okay.
That's a bit harder to explain.
Yes.
Okay. So, all right. So Ash has class. Eventually, Helena has class. The cat is kept in the room safely. and Charlie has work, so your afternoons and evenings go by as they usually would. As we head into later evening, after school, what has Ash got going on?
I think probably meeting up with Vanessa
Okay.
and yeah, just like they're having their like 1 month / 1 year anniversary, depending on how you count it, and
Okay.
how many times they've broken up in the intervening.
Are you guys doing anything special for the anniversary?
I think Ash has remembered it and wants to do something special, and Vanessa probably hasn't. So Ash is like planning a whole like dinner and has invited Vanessa and stuff.
Okay. Restaurant, or
Yeah, restaurant.
where are you going to take them? What kind of restaurant are you looking for?
I think somewhere a little bit more upscale.
Okay.
Let's see.
Don't worry about the list there. There's probably not
Okay.
anything fancy in the local businesses. Yeah, that's mostly like hangout places and stuff.
Okay. I think, yeah, maybe like some kind of a little bit more upscale, like Italian restaurant.
Okay.
Or something.
Like a nice Italian place. Okay. There's a place in town called Trevi. Trevi. They're pretty decent.
Mhm.
Okay, so you're gonna take her out to dinner there. Are you meeting her there, or walking over with her, or it's close to campus?
Yeah, I'll meet her there.
Okay. After 10, 15 minutes at the time that you had set the reservation for, she hasn't shown up yet. But that's not
Okay.
uncommon. She can be late.
Okay. Yeah, I'm to the waiter. I'm like, I'm just waiting on someone. So
Okay.
it's cool. Yeah, I guess I just keep waiting.
Okay, close to a half an hour of you sitting at the table with your water and bowl of bread and oil and vinegar and things like that. Anything you want for your bread. She comes quickly scurrying over to the table, out of breath, not quite dressed up, but not looking bad, and
Vanessa,
flops into the seat. Hey, sorry, I kind of got sidetracked. I'm sorry.
that's
Were you waiting
totally
long?
okay. I get it. No, just like 5 minutes.
Okay, good. So she picks up the menu and starts looking. So you know what you're getting at, or?
Yeah, I had 5 minutes to think about it, but I was thinking maybe like the lasagna or the nochi. I'm not sure.
Okay. All right, she's looking over the menu. Okay, I think I'm ready.
Okay, great. Yeah, let's order.
The
So
waiter comes over. It's like, oh, your partner's here. Excellent. So what can I get for
yes. I'll take the lasagna.
you? Lasagna. All right. And super salad.
So yeah,
Soup or either or, that's a choice. Soup or salad.
oh, super salad. I thought you said super salad. Soup.
Okay. And that's minestrone today. All right. And anything to drink?
No, I'm just water.
Just water? Okay. And for you, ma'am? And Vanessa's looking through the menu. She's like, I'll do the squid ink pasta with the mussels and the salad and Caesar. And I'll take sparkling water. Very nice, ma'am. Takes the menus. It'll just be a few minutes. Wanders off.
So yeah, where were you?
Oh, just rehearsing for something coming up. Chad was helping me run some lines, and
Oh, Chad.
yeah,
All right. It's just you know how I feel about Chad.
he's helping me run lines. Are we really going to do this again?
No, we're not going to do this again. I've made my position clear. So
And I forgot that I lived in a world where your opinion of my friends mattered.
Well, obviously, you're allowed to be friends with whoever you want. I can't
Thank
stop
you. Wow.
I can never stop you from doing whatever you want to do.
No,
So
you
you're
couldn't.
just always going to do whatever it is you want to do, and that affects me sometimes, but that doesn't seem to matter in this scenario.
Me running lines with Chad affects you how?
Chad has been incredibly rude to me on several occasions.
Oh, Chad's rude to everybody.
Yeah, and why would you want to be around someone who's so fucking rude to everyone all the time, including your partner, by the way?
Because he's actually a good actor? I mean, I wasn't comparing him to you. I'm meaning he's a good actor. Why wouldn't I want to run lines with a good actor? Were you available to run lines? No.
I could be available.
You had class.
Okay, well, I can make time. I have far more experience on the stage than Chad. Is just what
I
I'm
know
saying.
he's a musical guy and you're more of an actor. I get it, but
I know he can sing a little song and everything's great, but does he really know how to like bring the characters to life? You know?
I
No.
think he can act. I mean, no, you are the better actor, but he can act. He's good, and I needed to run lines with somebody, so
Well, thank you for
it was either
saying
that or run
that.
lines instead of having our anniversary dinner.
Well, I suppose that's fair.
I mean, would you
I-
rather just be running lines in the dorm? We can just go do that. We can cancel our order, and
No.
Okay.
No.
then let's have a nice dinner.
Yeah, it's nice to be special.
Yeah.
I'd like us to have a nice night.
Me too.
Okay, good.
So how was your day?
It was good. I saw my uncle and
Oh, okay.
yeah.
How is Banner
and
doing?
he's great. He's building a new thing for his parakeets. His cat really dislikes me, but that's okay. And yesterday I found a new outfit that I'm excited to try.
A new outfit?
Yeah, just sort of,
Like
for
something fun?
I mean, I like how into clergy are you?
Clergy? Well, I don't know. I guess, I mean, I could do with a confession.
Well, I'm happy to bless you whenever, whenever you
Oh.
want.
What if you heard things in my confession you didn't like, and instead of blessing me, you wanted to punish me?
I think that could be arranged. Yeah.
Okay. We'll talk about it.
Yeah.
have to show me
Maybe
later.
not like at the restaurant.
No, not in the restaurant. You have to show me later, yeah. Kinky.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think it's fun.
So where did you
Yeah.
get this? Like thrift shopping?
Yeah, thrift shopping for sure.
You find the weirdest things at Buffalo Exchange, I swear.
I know it's just I go to fun places. I pick up fun outfits. Did you know that Charlie had sex with someone in a church?
That's random.
I know, right? It's just I thought it was interesting.
I mean, it's interesting, but also very random.
I know, right?
Yeah. So what was that about?
Something to do with some church girl, and they had sex, and he wasn't very good at it apparently. So
Your friends are destroying your reputation all over town. This is amazing. Well, that's too bad. I'm sorry.
yeah, I mean, I think Helena's parents are going to talk to him about about how to.
Oh, Helena's parents. Okay, yeah, I was going to say, I could give him a few pointers, but they wow, yeah, they could give him the doctorate program.
Yeah, I mean, I think you could use all the help you can get. So, if you want to give him a few pointers too, that's,
I mean, if I see him. So the food comes, you guys, early ripples out of the way, you have a nice dinner and enjoy each other's company, and the rest of the night it goes more smoothly, and there's, more playful banter about priestly things and confession and things like that, and penance. So it ends up being a decent night. And Helena, what are you doing after class?
Oh, I go straight home to my cat. To the cat. Not my cat.
It's already your cat.
Already my cat. I did have to spend a little bit of extra time in the dark room because I was trying to develop some photos. But I got home as quickly as I could, and the pool party is in full swing. So I just went right to my room with my books. It's a great room. It's got great atmosphere. It's got a cat in it now. But I also have this book I need to be reading. It's taking me longer than it needs to because it's in Spanish, not my first language. But I want to start taking notes and kind of just getting a fuller picture of what this book has to say. And when I return it, I'm going to, maybe I'll ask them if they have any other books, if I feel like coming clean, but more likely I'm just going to break in and see if they have any other books at late at night when I return this one.
So while you're taking notes, the cat comes over and does what cats do and decides to put half of its body on top of your notes because it wants you to pay attention to it instead of what you're doing. Cats love laying on paper.
It's a big cat, as cats go. Yeah, he does not give a shit. I'm trying to write around him.
Reaches out and bats a paw at your hand a couple times. Looks up at you with these really, really kind of molten gold eyes. And you hear in your head, I'm trying to get your attention.
Am I having some kind of, no, I've been sleeping enough. I'm not hearing things. I haven't, had any kind of like weird things where I feel like I'm spinning out.
Are the people in your yard in heat?
Okay, this is definitely my subconscious speaking to me through a cat, but yes, they are. I tell the cat, yes, they are in heat.
That explains a lot.
That's why I'm not out there, because I'm not in heat. Also, I am talking out loud to a cat that I'm hearing in my head. You know what? Fuck it. Hey, socks.
Yes.
Shit. Trying to think of a question that only a cat would know the answer to.
I really don't like that name.
What's your name? What name do you like, Socks?
I prefer Wilbur.
Okay, fine. Wilbur it is. Wilbur's a good name for you. You look like a Wilbur, actually. You don't really look so much like a Socks. Plus, there's that additional political flavor, and I just don't think you seem like a very political type of entity.
You do this with everyone, don't you?
What? Have conversations?
Talk a lot.
Yeah.
You were like that with your parents.
Well, yes, because I don't want to hear what they have to say. I mean, I'm trying to put people at ease.
You don't want to hear what I have to say?
Well, I think you're in my head, but sure. What do you know about chupacabras, Wilbur?
Absolutely nothing.
Oh,
Should
okay.
I?
Well, we kind of got you to protect us against a chupacabra, but now that you're talking to me, I'd like to hear what you have to say, Wilbur.
What am I protecting you against?
A chupacabra.
What's that?
It's a large animal creature of some sort that is possibly cryptid that enjoys sucking the blood out of farm animals, but apparently they're afraid of cats.
And you didn't bother to ask me if I was okay with any of this?
I am not convinced I'm talking to you right now. Are you okay with this?
You get a swipe on the nose with a little bit of claws out.
Oh, God damn it.
Consent is important.
Great. Now I'm being lectured by a kitty cat about consent. Well, you know what? Okay. What are you thinking, Wilbur?
I'm thinking about whether or not I want to do this.
Is there anything I can say or do that... What if I scratch your ears?
I get that all the time.
What if I scratch your butt?
I get that all the time.
Do? What if I give you catnip?
Yeah.
A nice...
I get
well,
that sometimes. When do you need me to perform this task?
Oh, well, soon. Were we going to go out
Do I have
tonight?
a few hours?
Oh, yes. Yes, you do. You have a few hours, at least.
Then this is what you will do to pay me. You will open your window and let me outside.
No, I've got a responsibility to protect you. Well, you going to come back?
Yes.
All right. This is the test. I will open the window and let you outside. If you come back, like you promised, then I will believe that I'm actually talking to a talking cat, as opposed to a figment of my subconscious, which is more likely. I've heard...
When you need me to come back, call me by my government name.
All right, fine. Socks. I will do that right now.
And I will come when you call.
Okay.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I like to watch.
Oh, no! Hey, wait a second. What do you think of my parents and their boundaries, Wilbur?
I think they are trying to do right by you.
It's really cringe. All right, have fun. Go watch. Go stare.
You open the window?
I open the window. What the hell? Let him
Hops
let
right
him
out
watch.
and starts strolling out into the backyard.
So either I'm having some kind of break with reality, or this cat is talking to me. But you know what? I just encountered my professor as a werewolf under the light of the full moon fighting a Chupacabra, so... What the hell?
It's close to 10, which is closing time at the store. And after dinner, Vanessa takes you, Ash, back to her dorm and puts to practice some of the things you talked about at dinner. And Wilbur/Socks is gone for a good 4 or 5 hours, but as it gets close to 10, you go over and call out the window?
Yeah.
Call for Socks? It takes a minute, but after a minute or two, you see the cat come prowling back around the bushes and up to the window and jump up into the windowsill.
Oh, shit. He does talk. Hello, Wilbur. Welcome back. Did you get to watch enough?
It was fascinating. You make the silliest faces.
I don't. They do.
Oh, I'm sure you do too.
I don't have to see it, so it doesn't matter. So, Socks. Wilbur, sorry. What say you to going out and scaring off Chupacabra? Potentially. We don't intend to put you in any danger. For the record, we're going to leave you in the car.
How am I supposed to protect you if I'm in the car?
Apparently the presence of a cat alone will deter this fearsome Chupacabra.
That would require my actual presence. If I'm in the car, then I'm not present, am I?
Oh, yeah, I thought we would be by the car. I don't know why I was thinking that.
Just
all right, we'll leave you in
carry
the
me.
carrier.
No, not in the carrier. I can't protect you if I'm in the carrier.
Well, you don't even know what you might have to do.
Just carry me.
All right.
I'll be good about it.
Should I put a leash on you?
No.
Well, but sorry, I've never had a cat.
Ever put a leash or a harness on me.
Oh. Okay.
I will cut you.
You already did.
That was just a warning scratch.
Oh, no. So, see, my parents wanted me to make new friends, and now I've got one.
All right.
So.
Very well. I'll go and protect you from this Chupacabra.
Thank you, Wilbur. We promise that we will try to keep you as far from danger as possible. We're just hoping that your scent alone will frighten this creature off and keep it from attacking us.
We'll see.
Yeah.
If not, I'm much faster than any of you. It'll never catch me.
That's true. It'll only need to be faster than one of us.
Yep.
Also, we are bringing some blood, which will be poisoned. Don't drink it.
Oh, thank you for warning me.
Don't want to lose my new friend.
That would be
Thanks
bad.
for helping us, Wilbur.
All right, let's go.
Okay. Well, I guess you just follow me then, since you're not going in the carrier.
Okay. And he hops down off the windowsill and follows you out. He just trots along behind you.
Got a fucking talking cat. Got a fucking talking cat right here. All right, let's do this. I open the passenger door.
Cat jumps in,
All right.
climbs up in front and sits in between the driver and shotgun, passenger seat. And sits there.
He's not criticizing my driving, is he?
No, he can't see that high.
Oh, good. All right, off we go.
Begins grooming himself while you're driving.
Okay, cool. That means he's
So
not
you're
too
going
worried.
to pick up Ash?
Yeah.
Okay, Ash is able to, by jogging quickly, make it back over to their dorm just before 10 for you to pick them up. Ash is looking, probably a bit out of breath and a bit disheveled.
Are you still? Is Ash still wearing the priest's robe?
Yeah, definitely.
Didn't have time to change.
It's all wrinkled.
Yeah, no, definitely still in the priest stuff and just looking so disheveled. Oh, hey, socks, Helena, hi.
You get in the front passenger seat, sit down.
Yeah.
The cat looks up at you, Helena, and you hear, your friend is also in heat.
Oh yeah, well, yeah, I knew that. By the way, this is now Wilbur, and he is communicating with me mentally. So if I say anything out loud, just sorry, Ash. Either I'm losing my marbles, which is also possible, but I think this cat's talking to me. So yeah.
Okay.
I appreciate that you just roll with it, Ash.
Well, I mean, weirder things have happened. We are like hunting a chupacabra, so hello, Wilbur.
Cat's just grooming himself. Ignores you.
Aw.
You heard there was cat discourse.
And so you swing by to pick up Charlie?
Yep.
So you hit the video store just before closing. Right as you're turning off the lights, the signs in the front, flipping it to closed, you see them pull up, you see them pull up and idle out front for you, waiting for you.
All right. I guess I'm going to go back and get the pig's blood.
And then the rat poison?
Yep, and the rat poison.
Okay.
I'll walk up and head out to the car.
Okay, you get in the car and you see the cat is not in the carrier and is just chilling between the two front seats.
I go, he's Wilbur now.
What, the cat is Wilbur?
Yeah. He asked me to call him Wilbur.
Renamed somebody else's cat? I mean,
No,
I don't know. Can you do that?
Yeah, of course I can.
Okay.
He wanted to be renamed Wilbur, so we're calling him Wilbur now.
Oh,
Don't
so
ask.
it was the cat's idea.
It was the cat. It's just a long story. You know what?
Okay.
Let's just fucking go, okay?
Okay,
Let's just-
Helena. Okay. Yeah.
I don't feel like explaining myself one more time.
And to be clear, this entire time the cat gives no indication to either of you that it's doing anything other than being a cat. So
Its legs over its head. It's licking its butthole.
Charlie, I think we're just gonna go with Helena on this one. The cat's named Wilbur now, so.
Okay. Was the cat have to take shotgun?
Yes. Yes,
Okay.
the cat has to take shotgun. I'm sorry.
You know what, Helena? Sure, let's do this. Let's, just
He's protecting us.
you do you. But we got this pig's blood. We've got the rat poison. I think we can do this.
okay, so Professor Kuzniewski shared with you his map that he had made and the general circuit he thinks the creature is making, so that you have an idea of which farms to be by tonight. And as you guys drive out there, Cat's just being normal, not giving any indication it's been talking to Helena this entire time. Actually, it hasn't been talking lately. It's just been being a cat. You don't know if it's shy around other people or it's just something about you, but it doesn't seem to try to talk to them. So you drive out there. You're a few farms down from where you were a couple nights before, and you're getting set up. Kazniewski can't help you tonight. It's not a full moon, so he's not really going to be of any use. He's not exactly a big, strong person. He's kind of small for a werewolf, so as a human, he's not a fighter. So there's no point in him being here. You guys park off in the dirt by the farms, get situated. You get Charlie to set about mixing some of the poison in the blood, mixing that up.
Yep.
And Father Ash, what are you doing?
I'll help out Charlie with mixing the blood up.
Something about a person wearing a priest's robes mixing blood with poisons, kind of ominous. And the cat just sits and watches on the hood of the car because it's warm.
And I say, since it's not weird at this point to be addressing a cat, I say, don't drink the blood. It's got poison in it.
And the cat looks at you and says, "Yeah, I know. You told me. It smells good, though."
Just making sure. Don't know how long your attention span is, cat.
I'm not a goldfish. And of course, you hear Brooke's, Helena's side of all of this. She is clearly having a conversation with this cat, or at least thinks she is.
We've bonded.
And so you head out. It's dark, kind of waiting, listening. In the distance, you can hear some of the guard dogs on the farm getting a little agitated. You think maybe something's coming. And the wind picks up a little bit. And you're up on a hill so that you can see down into the valley. But you're crouched down where you're in the weeds, so it's hard to see you. And after about a half an hour of waiting, the cat's been randomly hunting bugs to entertain itself while it waits. After about half an hour, the cat stops and turns and looks in the direction that the wind's blowing, as if it's smelling something coming down, down the wind. And it crouches and it starts to kind of prowl forward like it's stalking. And it's about that time that you can see the really tall weeds and grass waving a bit as something's moving through the greenery towards the farm. And just as it gets close enough that you can see the glow of its red eyes, and you know that you found the creature again, we are going to pause for the night and use this as a place to stop, with Wilbur ready to jump into action. So that'll be it for tonight. I didn't do any genre points tonight, so all of you take 2 genre points.
Okay.
Cool. I love my talking cat friend.
And yes, we will leave it here. And thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed our first session. I wanted to give you all a sense of the group in action, but also some of their individual lives. We have a ton of NPCs. We've really fleshed this whole town and story out, so you'll be getting to see lots of different characters, some of them played by the players, as you saw Brandon and Corvin playing Helena's parents, or Brandon playing Ash's uncle. We will be doing things like that. Brandon and Brooke are actually playing Ash's parents, right? When we get to that?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah. And then the two of you also play Brandon's parents. Yeah, we basically hooked up everybody's parents to be played by them. And there's a few NPCs like that we have. And then the rest of them, I do. But so, yeah, we have this whole town all fleshed out. I have lots of stories in mind, and figured we'd start with a monster of the week kind of a thing to get the ball rolling. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I know I had a lot of fun, and Wilbur was just kind of a spur of the moment decision, but I think I like it, and he'll be fun down the line. I'm sure there'll come other times when you could use a talking cat. So thank you guys for joining us. Like and subscribe, share it, pass it around. Hope to see you back next time. And on behalf of all of us, thank you guys and have a good night.